Hello Taurus, how you going? This is your general read for the month of November. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and anywhere in your chart that you may have Taurus and be interested in. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. Lovely to see you. And let's get into it, shall we? At the bottom of the deck, we have Transform Anger. The reason I'm smiling is that I needed to really do that this morning. Really needed to do that. Okay, let's keep going. Show self-respect, yes. And it's a yes. Yes. Okay. If you're like a lot of people lately, things have just been, let's say, shitsville for a little while. A little bit of challenge central. And it's been really easy to get angry and frustrated with the seemingly consistent amount of challenges. So what we're being asked to do here is transform that anger now and to see how we can treat ourselves better in handling what's frustrating us. How can we be kinder to ourselves when things get upended or when plans, don't just hit a roadblock but get swallowed by a sinkhole? How can we be more gentle with ourselves? And the it's a yes means we can. Just because things aren't working the way we want them to doesn't mean we can't work the way we deserve to work for ourselves and our own self-worth. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Judgment card. Yeah. Self-worth, choosing to do things differently, choosing a different direction, a different path. It's really being called to answer, how have you been doing things up until now and how do you want to do them from here on in? Let's get going. Four of Wands, Page of Cups, Three of Swords, the Sun, Nine of Swords, the Devil. Oh goodness, Taurus, you're having one of my days. Let's see where we're going. The Emperor, Magician, Two of Cups, and the Fool. We're going in the right direction. That's good to know. Okay, so recently, happy. Things were good. Not too bad. We were happy. Happy days. All things good. And then maybe, possibly, in our home life, everything was stable, wonderful, and we still feel that. But in the background, underneath it all, was the Three of Swords. Broken heart, pain, suffering, anger at this, whatever has put a stop to this joy and happiness. The Page of Cups is blocking you. It's saying, just giving yourself a little kind of, you're good, you deserve better. Or, I know, I've had a really bad month, so I'm going to have a bubble bath and that will fix everything. That's your block. That thinking is your block. A bubble bath, while lovely and relaxing and a very nice treat, is not going to resolve an underlying anger issue that is still there. and it's not going to resolve the sleepless nights and worry that you've been having. This is all from hanging on to how you think it should be, how you'd planned it to be, how you wanted it to be, how it was supposed to be, and all of that stuff that we do to ourselves. You're trying to be in control of everything, trying to keep everything on track and the way it's supposed to be. And, you know, that just makes you more angry, because it's like, have you ever seen a little child frustrated by something, like trying to undo a shoelace, and that the more they struggle, the tighter the knot gets, and then they get really, really angry and frustrated, and they're still trying to do it, but the felt force is actually making the knot tighter and tighter and tighter. It's a no-win situation. And so by trying to stay in control, and normally with the magician, it talks of, being the master creator of your environment, having everything at your fingertips that you need to create the environment you want, which is true. But if you're hanging on so tight and trying to control everything, that's what you're creating. You're creating an environment that needs, that is frustrating. You're just going to keep creating it for yourself. The advice here is you'll see this isn't the Lovers, this is the Two of Cups. And this comes back to show yourself some respect. Treat yourself with some equanimity in your masculine and feminine sides. You don't have to be the emperor all the time. You don't have to do all the time. You can be. You don't have to be the one who does everything and everybody relies on. You can be the one who is gentle and understanding and sympathetic and tries things different way. Let's nurture each person, or let's nurture ourselves the way we need to be nurtured. Everybody's different. Once you do that, you get to start over. You get to start a whole new way. This is your yes card. This is your flying free card. This is where you get to really let the anger go behind you and start in a new way of seeing things. Are you still going to get frustrated? Yes. Are things still going to come up that trip you up and you land flat on your face? Absolutely they are. How you handle them, you're going to learn a different way. You're going to learn another way of handling them, as instead of a week of frustration and anger over one thing, you might come down to a day of frustration and anger over this one thing, and then back to half a day, and then back to an hour, and then back to a moment of anger and frustration, before you learn to not just let it go, but to see it for what it really is, and then work with it, not against it, not, pulling the knot tighter. All right, my loves, that is it for now. I will love you and leave you, and I will talk to you soon. Much love.